Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine and this is my son. What's your name?
Thiago.
Thiago. How old are you?
7.
Okay, he's 7. So I was gonna make a video. I was just gonna be eating and just talking. I was supposed to have class today, but the teacher canceled, so I just decided to do this. And he came in and I told him if he wanted to join me. So we're gonna be eating and just talking about like being a mom and what he likes, what doesn't like about me. We'll just see where this goes. So show them what you're gonna be eating. He already ate. He had a torta, which is a Mexican sandwich, and right now he's just eating some candy. Show them what you're eating. So they're just gummies. And I'm gonna be eating this, which is like boiled shrimp. Ooh. Like this, like Louisiana style. He doesn't, do you like shrimp? No, he doesn't like shrimp. And I have like a little bit of side of the sauce and a Powerade
And some soda.
my soda, Sierra Mist, and water. Okay, so it was supposed to be kind of like a girls' night, me talking about being a mom, you know, sometimes being sad, doing so much around the house, and doing all these things. But since my son is here, I want to make it like a mom-son thing. He's kind of shy, it's his first time. So, what should we talk about?
I don't know.
Tell me something. Ask me a question. Me while I eat.
I don't really know.
What do you mean you don't know? Ask me about when I was little.
I don't know when you were little.
That's why ask me.
I was not born.
Oh, ask me. Ask me like, was I a good kid or a bad kid? Would I behave?
I think.
Ask me a question.
I think you were a good kid.
You think I was a good kid?
Yeah.
Do you want to ask me?
Yeah.
Okay, ask me.
When you were little, were you a good kid?
When I was little, if you ask Ma is my mom. She's probably gonna say no. We're 5 in my family. It's 3 girls and 2 boys. And when I was little, I think I'm the one that gave my parents the most headaches. Not because like I would fight. I wouldn't fight. In fact, I was a scary cat. You can eat your gummies. But I always wanted everything. Like if my brother had something, I wanted it. And I was like really good at getting into the heads. So like since we were 5 and my parents didn't have enough money, we always had to share everything. Or we had to pick a certain candy or anything. And I remember always telling them, oh, like I would tell my little sister, oh, I want, like, tell them that you want this. And then she would go in and tell them that. So they would always end up most of the time eating what I wanted. Or I was like maybe the one that cried the most. And just growing up also giving them the most headaches. So I wasn't that good. I mean, but I wasn't rude. I wouldn't say like bad words. I wouldn't fight. I wasn't like that. But I did always try to get my way. So I was like an okay kid. Are you a good kid?
Yeah.
Why? Why do you think you're a good kid?
I don't know.
You have to tell me why. Why you think? I think you're a good kid. You don't fight. You don't really talk back, but you do have a smart mouth. But it's just a natural smart mouth. It's not like because and like giving attitude. It's just like what you say is like true. So, but yeah, what else? What else do you want to know? That's my daughter screaming, but we're hiding from her, huh? Yeah, we're hiding. So she doesn't know we're in here. So.
And we locked the door.
We locked the door. And she's running around. Her favorite word is saying no manches. She's 4. Okay, so what else do you want to know? Do you want to know, like, what do you want to know about me? There's a lot of things that you don't know about me.
I want to know about things of Diva.
Diva? Okay, so Diva was our first dog.
She was really nice.
Yeah.
She wouldn't fight. She wouldn't bark. Nothing like that.
Well, she would bark, but
She
only
wouldn't-
when she had to. But if you tell her to be quiet, she would be quiet. She not once barked at someone that we brought inside our house.
Never?
No.
Only Fiona?
Yeah, only Fiona. So she died when you were 3?
I think 1. I don't know.
No, I think you were 3 because I was pregnant with Vicky.
Huh?
4. Yeah, so I was pregnant with Vicky when she died. She was a pit bull. She died of kidney disease. Ignore my daughter. Huh? What else do you want to know? I want to know, maybe if you remember or not, how you felt when you had a new baby sister. How did you feel? Were you happy, sad, scared, mad?
I was kind of like when we got Lulu. Like when we got Lulu.
Lulu's our dog. Uh-huh.
Like when we got Lulu, I started getting happy.
Mhm.
And then when we got Vicky,
Mm-hmm.
I started getting happy.
Mm.
Because before when we were getting her, I was getting like, is it gonna come?
Oh, you didn't know when they were gonna come?
Yeah.
It was so good. I have another question.
Mm.
Do you think I'm a good mom? You think I am? Why?
You buy us all the food, you make us all the food, everything. You clean the house.
I clean the house. What else?
You do a lot of things.
So you love me? You wouldn't want to have another mom? No? What about daddy?
Mm,
Do you like daddy?
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who do you think teaches you more things? Daddy or me? Me? What do I teach you?
Mm,
Today, what do I teach you?
we don't do anything like teaching.
No, but
Sometimes you teach me how to cook
cook?
a little bit.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
My finger.
Think of. Ever since he was little, if I would ask him, hey, you want to help me cook this? He would say, yeah. And he would like put a chair and then start helping me. Like I would tell him, take this out, do this. So, yeah. He's a good cook.
I don't cook a lot.
No, but when you do cook, you try. Oh.
I try to cook mac and cheese.
So, another question.
What?
A mom question.
Mm?
Most of the time, am I happy, sad, mad, stressed, angry? Most of the time. What do you think? What am I?
You only get mad at BK, but a lot of times you get happy.
Yeah? Remember that time when you asked me? So there was this one time, he plays soccer, and he forgot his shin guards. And I told him, like, a lot of times, I told him, hey, get your shin guards, get your shin guards, get your shin guards, get your shin guards, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when we got over there, of course, he forgot his shin guards. And I got so mad. And I started doing... I started talking like that to him, right? And I was like, you better freaking... Because I couldn't scream because there was people around. And so I was mad, you know, I was like cussing, because I do cuss. I do. I'm not going to be like...
What does that mean?
Cuss is when you say bad words. I say bad words. I do say bad words. And so he finally, I told him, you better freaking play good. Because, yeah, I was like, you better play good because this and that.
I got sad and I thought I was actually gonna play bad. But then I actually did play good.
You play good. So, and after that, we went to go eat. And I hugged him. I'm like, oh, my son, you did really good. And then he's like, how do you do that? And I'm like, how do I do what? He's like, how do you get mad and then happy right away? And I was just laughing. I was like, I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. And I just told him, I've told my kids, if I'm ever mad and just like screaming at you guys, saying things, ignore me. Ignore me if I'm just saying dumb things. Because sometimes I'll be mad because like the shoes or anything. And there are things that I shouldn't be getting really mad about. And I do get really mad about. Because most of the time it's something else. It's not really like the shoes or anything. It's just my mood or something. So I told him, just ignore me. Like I'll be saying dumb things, cussing. Ignore me. Because I'm a little crazy sometimes. Huh. That's what I told him. So yeah, I told him, you know what, just... I'm going to say things, but I'm never going to mean them. Like most of the time, I'm just stressed. That's what I told my kids. So they know that when I scream or anything.
Vicky knows that, but she just still gets human.
Vicky is my 4-year-old. She's something else.
She cries a lot.
She's screaming. She cries a lot. She screams a lot. She fights a lot. She doesn't really fight with other kids, mostly just with him.
That's why I try to lock my door, but it doesn't lock.
It doesn't lock, Papa.
That's why I try to put like everything from my closet into right there.
Yeah.
So it could lock.
Mm-hmm. So another question I want to ask you. What do you think about COVID? Coronavirus. What do you think about it?
I don't really know.
Are you happy, sad, mad with it, or what? Do you know what coronavirus is?
No.
You don't really know?
No.
So when somebody's coughing, you say coronavirus. You don't know what that means? So COVID-19 or coronavirus came from China. Somebody that was sick in China came over here or something like that, and it started spreading.
That's why they enter corona.
Came to the United States. So that's why you're supposed to be careful, so you don't get it.
That's why I just want to stay in the car with Sammy.
Yeah. Do you have any more questions?
No.
Tell them about that time when we went to Jamba Juice and I was screaming with the guy.
Oh, we went to Jumbo Juice. We were getting something. A guy, he had his face mask. They said you cannot drink in there or eat in there. And he was drinking in there. And then we started getting into a fight. And they said...
Okay, we didn't start getting into a fight.
Yeah?
We didn't fight.
Huh?
He was telling the lady stuff, the worker. What was he telling the worker?
That he's not yelling.
No, he was yelling.
No.
Oh yeah, he said, I'm not yelling.
And he was like about to like cough.
So this was recent with COVID and everything. You know, you can't be eating or drinking anything inside. You could just buy your stuff and go. So it was a Jamba Juice, and
you could only eat whenever it's like when you're going to like pizza, where if they let you eat inside, then you could eat inside or drink inside.
And he started cussing and screaming.
My legs were shaking.
He got shaky, and he was screaming at the manager there, which was like a young girl, maybe like in her 20s. So then I got mad, and I started screaming at him. I said, "Don't be screaming at her." And he said, "I'm not talking to you." And then I said, "I'm talking to you, but I'm talking to you, and you're not gonna be screaming at her." So we started like going back and forth. And then I started shaking. You know, you start shaking when like confrontation is like happening. And then I got real mad, and he wanted a refund when he was almost done with his drink. And they were gonna give him a refund, and I was telling the girl, "Hey, don't give him a refund. Like, you know, like why are you gonna give him a refund?" But then I got real mad, and it was just us two. So I called my husband and I told, "Hey, like this," and I started saying a lot of bad words. Is yelling at me. And so when the guy, he was a man, like maybe in his like 50s.
Yeah.
Like his 50s.
He was like almost like 52.
Yeah, like 52. And so I hung up, and my husband obviously was heading over there, and he just like turned around and walked down and said, "I'm gonna have my wife come and get a refund." And he just left, and that was that. Yeah, he left.
He was by himself, or
he was by himself, but he's probably gonna call his wife or something. But what do you think of that? Are you supposed to do that? No. Would you have screamed at the girl too?
No.
If somebody tells you, "Hey, you cannot be eating here," what would you do? I was
just looking at the guy, and then the workers.
Yeah, but like if the worker, let's say you're older now, and the worker tells you, "Hey, you cannot be eating here," what would you do?
I think just say okay and just leave.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That means I'm raising you right. So how do you feel about making your first YouTube video? Were you nervous?
Yeah.
Not anymore, huh? It's easy?
No.
I think you're doing a good job.
Can I go get something to drink?
Tómala ahí, mira.
I don't know how to open soda.
Another thing, he understands Spanish and used to speak Spanish. And now he doesn't. So I told him that he better learn. I'm talking to him mostly in Spanish all day. And he'll like stare at me when I tell him something. He'll be like,
"Tell me to say in Spanish."
But when I tell you something, you don't know what it is. You just stare at me. What else do you want to know? Do you want to know where I met Daddy? Yeah. Where do you think I met Daddy?
I don't know.
Where do you think I said? Think. Okay, I'll tell you.
At a house?
No.
At a restaurant?
No. At high school. See, he doesn't even know. I met Daddy at high school. He was a senior. And
he was a senior?
A senior means that it was his last year in high school. Because he was going to go to college. I was a freshman. Meaning it was my first year in high school. And we both went... We were both on the soccer team in high school. And we both went to this performance or thing called vaudeville from our high school. And that's where I met him.
How old were you and him?
I was 15 and he was 17. He was going to be 18.
Wait. If he was 17, then right now he should be 31.
He's 32. Because I told you he was going to be 18. He was 17, but he was going to be 18.
Also,
So daddy's older 3 years.
Then you.
Yes. Okay, so then all the soccer guys went, all the soccer girls went. I went with my brother. I don't know why we went. Our parents never let us go anywhere, but we went. It was a Friday. And when we got in there, I sat like in the front with my brother and his friend, which my husband thinks that I went with him, but I didn't. And so then all the soccer people were sitting together and they're like, hey, Antunes, because that's what they used to call me for my last name. Come sit over here. So I was like, all right, sure. So I went with my brother and I don't know where he sat. I think by then he probably already had a girlfriend, his girlfriend from now. So then, Puff.
Yeah.
Yaneli? Okay. Yaneli's actually she's my other daughter. She's my little girl's madrina and my brother. So then I was like, okay, sure. So I went and then my brother's friend was gonna sit next to me. And so he let me go first, like into the aisle. And so I did. And I ended up sitting next to my now husband. So that's how I met daddy. I sat next to him. And the whole time he kept like talking and
Daddy?
yeah, exactly. Because daddy doesn't talk, huh? He's like shy. And so he kept talking and I was just like, I was trying to watch. I mean, I never go out, so I was trying to watch the show.
Wait, it was a show?
Yeah, it was a show.
Mm.
And so then finally it finished and
He stopped talking?
yeah, he went outside to go take pictures. And then he came up to me and then he's like, hey, you want to go take pictures with me or with us? And I was like, no, like, why would I want to go take pictures with you? I don't even know you.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was raining. And I remember him, I don't know where the heck he found an umbrella or if it was mine. I don't even know. And, excuse me.
That's you. That's you.
Okay. And he was holding it. And that was that. The next day, I had a soccer game for high school, our first CIF game. And he knew about it. Their first CIF game, I think, was going to be Monday.
What color was the umbrella?
Black. I still remember. And so then we said bye, like whatever. And he was the first one the next day at my game. Like the gate wasn't even open yet and he was already right there waiting. And that's how we met.
Did he have the Corvette still?
No, he had a white
Oh,
Pontiac.
Okay.
The white car.
Yeah, and then he crashed. Wait, how did he crash?
They crashed into him. So then
And then
that was Friday when I met him. Saturday he went to my soccer game. Sunday we talked on the phone. And Monday he asked me out. He asked me to be Monday we didn't have school. It was a holiday, but I still had soccer practice. He was there. And then he called and then at 4 de la tarde he called me to ask me to be his girlfriend. And I said yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said why not?
Wait,
I shouldn't have been having a boyfriend, huh? Because I was 15. Like, you know?
wait, what? How? When you're what? Wait, what age can you? Wait, I don't even know how to say it.
Ask me.
When do you get a boyfriend?
Like, what age should somebody get a boyfriend?
Yeah.
I say when you're like 16, 17. But if you have good grades and you're a good student and you're a good child,
Then what?
then you could. But if you're not good, misbehaving, then I don't think you should have a boyfriend or a girlfriend. What age do you think you're gonna have a girlfriend?
No idea.
This is so good. So yeah, that was a little bit about us. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Next time, maybe I'll do it with my daughter. She's 12. That would be a little different because she's probably gonna know more.
Yeah.
Exit. You wanna say bye?
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.